say that all again?
So you said that, like, your attitude and perception on things and, like, how you view the world will have a major impact on, like, everything around you and, like, your relationships and everything, and you can choose to go down, like, a negative mindset path or, like, a positive mindset path. And if you choose the positive, then that'll, like, make you look at the whole world and how people treat you, like, so much more differently than the negative one that's, like, better, and, like, I should listen to you.
Definitely.
Right.
But why is it better too? Like, because you're basing your mindset off of facts or the story you create.
So everything's based off of, like, the story you create. If you don't ask the question why to that person, if they did something to you, then if you don't know the facts, then it's just a story that you create in your mind. And it's better to go with the positive one than the negative, you know? It's just, if you have that choice, then it's always good to go with the more positive one.
And you always have that choice, right?
Yeah.
Because
if you don't ask the question why, if you ask the question why and find out the facts, then you won't have that choice. But if you don't ask the question, and if you just assume that someone did something to you for a certain reason, if you make that certain reason something up in your head, that's when you get the choice if you want it to be a positive reason why or a negative reason why. And if you don't know the real factual reason why, then you should always go with the positive.
Right, because why not?
Exactly.
Right? I mean, it's your choice. You can go positive or negative, and neither one's right, neither one's wrong. So why not choose the positive?
Exactly.
Right? Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Okay. Should I?
You can just make up a different example if you want.
Okay.
If you're walking down the hall and somebody doesn't look at you and say hi.
Let's say that I'm walking down the hall and I pass my best friend, but she doesn't look at me or say hello, or maybe she does look at me and she doesn't even say hello or wave or anything. We just make eye contact and that's it. Maybe that's because we could do two choices, right? Positive is we shift our mindset and we say, oh, well, maybe she did that because she was just, like, distracted. She was probably thinking about a test that she has coming up and she's maybe, like, anxious about it. Like, there's so many possibilities that I don't know about that's going on in her life. And or we could choose the negative, and you could say, oh, well, she's upset with me. What did I do? Like, did I do something wrong for her to, like, not even say hi to me in the hall? I just, like, it's just, like, all negative. But whenever you're given that choice, you should always go with the positive one, because that's the one that's gonna, like, bring you to further, like, success in the future with all of your relationships and how you, like, think about things in the world.
And how would it make you feel internally if you went with the positive one versus the negative one?
It would make you feel more gracious of everyone's actions and more confident in yourself, and you would have a more positive mindset on things and how you view the world and your surroundings and your relationships with people would be much more positive. And everyone wants that, but whenever they're given a choice, that's whenever it's up to them to choose, oh, well, they did this because blah blah blah. That's when you choose the positive one to help you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah, and if you choose the positive one, like, oh, this had nothing to do with me, then you have more of a sense of calmness and inner peace and comfort in who you are, knowing that that it really doesn't have anything to do with you. Now, if you went down the path and chose the negative option and thought in your mind, oh, well, they were ignoring me, or maybe there was somebody else in the hallway and they didn't think I was cool enough to acknowledge because of that other person, or maybe I did something to them, how would that make you feel emotionally? Like, would that create maybe some anxiousness, or
it'd give you anxiety, like depression? It would make you feel like worse about yourself. You'd be questioning your own actions, which leads to, like, overthinking and things like that, and it's just, like, negative mindset. Like, you don't want that, so you should, like, always choose, like, a positive mindset to have, like, a more positive outcome in life.
Right, because you have two choices, and neither one of them are fact-based. Both of them are the stories that you're creating and telling yourself. And a lot of times what happens in life when people do things, it's not necessarily projected at you, towards you. it's what they're experiencing, or maybe they're just not even being socially aware, or maybe they have something going on in their own head
Or
and
it's
they're
like
not even realizing.
their past experiences have like a big effect and impact on their life, or just like, yeah, you have no idea what's going on in someone else's life, so why not like think the most like positive of it?
Exactly, because those are two stories that you create for yourself, and neither one of them are fact-based, so you might as well choose the positive one, right?
Yep.
All right. Yay, thank you for sharing.
Okay.